In the golden sands of Medina, two timeless miracles glimmered like stars in the Prophet's story. One began with a drop of water that opened the doors of paradise. The other, beneath a palm leaf shade, where hunger met faith and hearts were trained for eternity. This is the story of the well of Rumah and the people of Suffah, where the poorest of souls became the richest in spirit. When the first immigrants arrived in Medina, they carried nothing but faith in their hearts. Their homes were left behind, their families scattered, their wealth gone. And yet, even in this city of hope, they faced a new hardship. The water of most wells was bitter. Only one well, known as Rumah, offered sweet and pure water, but it was owned by a man who sold it at a price too high for the poor believers. When the Prophet heard of this, he said gently, "Who will buy the well of Rumah and give its water freely to the people? For him is a reward in paradise." The words reached the noble companion Uthman, who wasted no time. He purchased half of the well for a great sum and declared it open to all Muslims. But the owner, seeing the people gather only at the free portion, sold the rest, and Uthman bought that too, giving every drop for the sake of Allah. From that day, each sip of water became an act of charity that still flows in his name. Yet, while some were quenching their thirst, others were feeding their souls. At the edge of the Prophet's mosque stood a small raised platform, shaded with palm branches, as Suffah. It became the home of those who had nowhere else to go, men who gave up everything for knowledge and service to Islam. They owned no property, wore torn garments, and often went days without food. But they were the closest to the Prophet, learning from his words, spreading his message, and living in complete devotion. He cared for them like family. Sometimes he shared his meals with them. Sometimes his companions would host them. One night, the Prophet called them gently and placed before them a bowl of simple barley. He prayed for blessing, and as each man ate his fill, the food remained as it was, untouched by decrease. It was not the food that filled them, it was the faith. Seeing their patience and quiet strength, the Prophet told them, "Rejoice, O people of Suffah! Whoever among my followers lives as you live, with patience and gratitude, will be my companion in paradise." They were poor in this world, but kings in the next. The well of Rumah and the platform of Suffah. One quenched the thirst of bodies, the other nourished the hearts. Together they remind us, true wealth is not measured by what we hold, but by what we give for the sake of Allah. And those who give everything for faith lose nothing at all.